They will absolutely beg to be while watching this video. What if I told you there's a way to make someone you care about crave your presence so deeply they'll beg to be around you? Too good to be true? Stick around, because by the time you finish this video, you'll understand exactly how to create that pull, almost like magic. But it's not magic. It's human psychology, and it works. Hey there. Welcome to our channel, the place where we break down human connections, psychology, and behaviors that just make life easier. Today, we're talking about something you've probably been curious about: how to make someone genuinely want to be with you. No gimmicks, no weird tricks. Just real practical advice you can use right now. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll not only understand how this works, but also get practical steps to make it happen. No manipulation, no games, just energy, mindset, and a little self-love magic. Have you ever noticed that the more you chase something, the further it seems to run away? Maybe it's a person you like, a friendship you want to repair, or even just getting someone's attention. You send a text, they don't respond. So you send another one, and another. Before you know it, you've spiraled into a pattern that's not just frustrating, it's exhausting. When you're in a state of wanting, people can feel it. And honestly, it's not attractive. Think about it. Do you feel drawn to someone who seems desperate, or do you lean towards someone who seems confident, secure, and calm? When was the last time someone ran toward you while you were busy chasing them? Exactly. It doesn't happen. That's because, energetically, you're like a magnet flipped the wrong way. Instead of drawing them closer, you're pushing them further away. There's a Buddhist concept called non-attachment. Now, don't get it twisted. It doesn't mean you stop caring about people or your relationships. It means you stop clinging to them like your happiness depends on it. So ask yourself, are you chasing, or are you creating space for what you deserve? When you're clinging, you're not living in the moment. You're either stuck in the past thinking about what could have been, or obsessing over the future, hoping for something that hasn't happened yet. And in that space, you lose your power. But when you let go, when you stop trying to control the outcome, something magical happens. You create space for the right energy to flow. Think about it like this. When you're desperate, people can feel it, even if you're not saying a word. But when you're calm, centered, and secure in yourself, they feel that too, and that's when they start gravitating toward you. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. If you're walking around feeling insecure, unworthy, or desperate, that's what you project. But if you're radiating confidence, self-love, and peace, people notice. They're drawn to it, almost like they can't help themselves. Let me tell you a quick story. There's this guy named Mike. He was obsessed with his ex, texting her constantly, checking her social media, doing everything he could to get her attention. And guess what? She ignored him for weeks. One day, Mike decided to stop. He focused on himself instead. He started working out, journaling, and even picked up meditation. He wasn't trying to win her back anymore. He was just trying to be a better version of himself. And then, out of nowhere, she texted him, "Hey, how have you been?" It wasn't magic. It was energy. The moment Mike let go, he stopped blocking the connection. She could feel the shift, even though he hadn't said a word to her. Now let's get practical. I want you to try this. Close your eyes. Picture the person you're thinking about right now. Imagine them reaching out to you. Hear their voice saying, "I've been thinking about you." Visualize their face lighting up when they see you. Feel it like it's already real. Don't just think about it, experience it. What does it feel like to have their attention, their affection, their energy? Hold on to that feeling. Focus on being, not chasing. Instead of obsessing over what they're doing or why they're not texting back, shift that energy inward. Ask yourself, how can I show up as the best version of me today? The foundation of all of this is simple: self-worth. When you believe you're enough, people start seeing you that way too. It's not about playing hard to get, it's about being someone worth chasing in the first place. If you're constantly putting someone on a pedestal, you're telling them, "You're better than me." And trust me, nobody wants to be with someone who doesn't value themselves. So here's the mindset shift. Stop thinking about how to get them to want you and start asking, how can I become the kind of person they'd be lucky to have? Buddha said, you can only lose what you cling to. Let that sink in for a moment. If you're holding on so tightly to someone, you're not leaving any room for them to come to you naturally. When you let go of that grip, you allow things to flow freely. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means trusting that what's meant for you will find its way to you. All right, here's my challenge for you. For the next 7 days, stop chasing. Stop texting first. Stop overthinking. Stop checking their social media. Instead, channel that energy into yourself. Hit the gym, read a book, start a new hobby. Meditate for 5 minutes a day. And most importantly, remind yourself every single day, I am enough. So, what would happen if you stopped chasing? If you stepped into your own power and trusted that the right people will show up in your life at the right time? Here's the truth. Love, connection, and happiness aren't things you have to chase. They're things you attract when you're living as your best self. If this video helpful for you, hit that subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, and drop a comment below. Tell me, what's one thing you're letting go of starting today? And remember, you're not just worthy of love, you're magnetic. Until next time, stay confident, stay grounded, and keep creating the life you deserve. You've got this. Believe it, own it, and watch the magic unfold. See you in the next video.